Figs here from YouTube. In today's video, we're going to be taking a high-level look at the IC, the Internet Computer Ecosystem. So if you're new to the channel, subscribe and buckle up, Buttercup. Welcome back to the channel, folks. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day wherever you're at in the world. We're going to be just kind of looking at coin commit to start things off. If you're new, hit that sub button. If you guys could please smash that like button. Let me know in the comments if any of these other tokens stand a chance. I want to know your honest opinion. I don't think so. That's my conclusion. Coin Commit is saying this week's top 10 tokens by most commits, 270. And we're seeing a lot of other projects choose these other chains, which is fine. It's absolutely fine, people. I am not out there trying to say that there are no other chains that might be suitable for other purposes, things like that. But what we're seeing here is a mass migration of developers from some of these fallout chains from the FTX debacle. And so that's why we're continuing to see some of these increased numbers here the last week or two. And I think we're going to continue to see more developers kind of flock towards the IC in some of these top 10 ecosystems, right? Because a lot of these other chains were just supported too heavily by Alameda, FTX, Sam Bankman, and other resources. And now they're just kind of trying to get by. So as less interest continues on with like Solana, for example, we'll see devs leave. So it's an interesting visual, right? We got a nice article out of newsbtc.com. And this was interesting. I think we all kind of saw it floating around Twitter, right? They go on to say they compared about 7 of these coins here. And really, when it comes down to it, Internet Computer kind of runs out on top for all of these projects. Actual transactions per second. So this is not the full capability of transactions per second, because I know Internet Computer can handle tens of thousands and whatnot. This is how many transactions per second are happening in real time right now. Internet Computer's right about 5,000-ish. Solana about 3,000, Avalanche 50, Algorand 15.5, Ethereum near, you guys can kind of see. Really, when it comes down to it, I'm not a fan of Avalanche because they are kind of like a Ring of Fire coin to me, because they partnered with this crooked law firm in order to sue all these other projects in the ecosystem, like Solana, like Tether, like Internet Computer. I think they even sued Cardano. And what they were doing was they were using discovery, which is a legal process here in the United States, to get like trade secrets and things like that. So, you know, I don't, after this whole thing that went down with like FTX, SBF, and Alameda, I'm not playing with that. They should be considered a Ring of Fire token. Something you're going to get burned on. We did get a nice, actually, I'm way out ahead of myself, folks. Let's go down to block finality. Internet Computer is winning out again. 1 to 2 seconds. It's very fast. If you want to know how fast Internet Computer is, why don't you open up a wallet, send something from your NNS wallet to like Stoic, or from Stoic to the Plug wallet, and you'll see it's just like that. It's quick. Before you can refresh the browser, the transaction has taken place. So ICP really out in front running. We think about it. We're not going to want to wait 15 to 12 or 5 to 12 seconds for a transaction to happen. 15 minutes, forget it. That's ridiculous. We wouldn't stand in line at the store waiting for our credit card to go through for 15 minutes. I think we've all been there. Cost per transaction. Internet Computer could do better. It could do better, but I would say these rates are still very good. If you're going to be doing a lot of transacting on chain on the network, I think these top 4 are suitable. And I do think that Cardano at 33 cents per transaction and Ethereum, it's not sustainable. It's just not. Let's say you got to send out 100 transactions to people, and now you got to pay $33 or 33 cents a transaction, and you're already operating on a razor thin budget. I mean, I'm just saying, right? Energy consumption, if that is important to you, Internet Computer comes in clutch, 0.008 watt hours per transaction. So it is what it is. All of these, again, still pretty efficient. When you compare energy consumption to secure a dollar bill in an ATM or a bank to move that paper money around, the energy consumption is crazy. You got pollution, you've got all this stuff going on. It's just you're paying so much overhead to house physical currency. It's sick. On-chain storage costs, folks. This is where it's going to get interesting. $5 to store 1 gigabyte of data on-chain for a single year. You cannot beat that. Solana, $48,000. These are at current prices right now, November 22nd, 2022. This was like 300,000, 100,000 just a few weeks ago. Simply, Solana has fallen in price so much that the cost of storage has come down along with it. Cardano, again, when I start to see a lot of these expensive on-chain storage costs, it really gives me the creeps, because then I know their only alternative is to use some other source like Filecoin maybe, or some Web 2 cloud like Amazon Cloud, Google Cloud, stuff like that. So often, folks, Google Cloud, Amazon Cloud are used. I'm not a fan of it. So it's an interesting insight of what exactly is going on. Now we'll get to Dominics' tweet here. The faith of the ICP faithful is strong, despite a crypto winter more ferocious than anyone could have predicted. Why? Internet Computer isn't just a new kind of Web 3 blockchain. It's also a better way to build Web 2 compared to traditional IT. 100% on-chain world computer future. 97.6% of ICP is locked for 8 years, and it's still locked. So this is like insane. And he's got a point. The ICP community, very strong. We've all stuck together during this bear market. It's misery loves company, right? So we're all kind of finding each other here on Twitter, on YouTube, Discord, all those other places. Now, I've made several videos on Origin, folks. If you guys haven't heard about Origin, stick around for the end screens. I will drop a few videos. Paris Hilton is invested in Origin. We've got a lot of high-end watchmakers, things like that, invested in Origin. What is Origin? Well, Origin is this company that is trying to really issue certificates and things like that via NFTs. So this is interesting, and they are trying to primarily, at this time, combat the counterfeit watch industry. Everybody knows Swiss watches, Rolexes, you name your favorite, are very high in demand, and the counterfeit industry takes billions and billions of dollars out of these watch manufacturers' pockets every year. So Origin, man, they have teamed up with Yumi, and for the first time in history become a co-owner of physical artwork powered by NFT. So now what we are doing is we are taking real life assets, fractionalizing them, and dividing up ownership via NFTs, which is sick, because now we have the ability to go and buy that little fraction of the Mona Lisa if we wanted to. We could hold on to it for as long as we want. It goes up in value. You could sell your fraction of the share to the market at any time you want, presumably. So this is interesting, and Yumi is a low-cost NFT marketplace built on the internet computer. I highly recommend you guys check them out. I'll go ahead and throw a link to their Twitter handle in the comment or pinned comment or the description. So this is interesting. They go on to say the proprietary technology opens a new realm of opportunity for decentralized ownership of real-life physical artworks. Firstly, such technology brings fractionalized ownership and therefore financial exposure to the fine art market without requiring extensive amounts of liquidity. This opens doors for many investors who are interested in gaining exposures to alternative asset classes who may have not had the financial means to achieve this before. That's kind of exactly what I was just talking about. So now we have exposure to like these insane potential asset classes. When you think of this, it could be anything from an expensive vehicle, unique piece of jewelry. It could be some form of art. It could be some yacht out in the Mediterranean. Who knows? I mean, the sky is the limit with this stuff. So congrats to both of these two organizations. I think they will make for a fine partnership. Seriously, folks. Let's look at IC Stats. Follow them at IC Stats. I love this Twitter handle, folks. Top 15 internet computer NFTs the last 24 hours by volume. ICP Flower is banging it up. I've got an ICP Flower myself. I've got 10 Pineapple Punks. I've got 1 Bitcoin Flower. And I've got 1 ETH Flower. Why is Pineapple Punks really racking up the sales? Well, we had Ludo just the other day announce that he has basically given away the licensing and rights of Pineapple Punks to the holders of the NFT. So if you want to print your Pineapple Punk on a coffee mug and go and sell it, as long as you are holding the NFT with the picture, as long as the product has the picture of the NFT you are holding, during the time you are holding that NFT, you can make money off of that NFT. So this is crazy. I ordered 2 t-shirts with Pineapple Punk that I hold. So I'm bullish on this. I'm going to see how they look. If I like them, I might roll something out where I just sell a bunch of t-shirts or something like that. Maybe we can do some sort of charity fundraising or something like that. I think that would be pretty cool. A lot of people are down on their luck this time of year, right? So it'd be kind of cool to set up something to give back. And not just to some place in the United States. I mean, we could target several areas around the world. Internet computer tokens by market cap, folks. We're seeing Box token still sitting in the lead. It's crazy. But we've got a lot of holders of the Ghost token and Dogme token for that matter. But you guys can kind of see some of these prices. They seem decent. Shitcoin is out there as well. Man, oh man. I would like to see the Origin token on this as well. If possible, that would be sick. Because like I said, I am bullish on Origin. They do have a token, and you can swap ICP for it on Sonic Swap. Full disclosure, I have like $10 worth of Origin token, just like a couple thousand tokens or something like that. I don't even remember. Let's get into the charts, and we're looking at Bitcoin, folks. And Bitcoin is kind of slumping along, right? Everybody's kind of wondering about what's happening with Coinbase. Everybody's kind of wondering what's happening with this whole Grayscale fiasco. It's just a mess. Nobody trusts each other. And rightfully so. How can you trust somebody in the crypto space right now? I hope you guys are trusting the information I put out. But, you know, do your own research, folks. I could be wrong on some things. I do my best to make sure that I'm right. But it is what it is. So we're looking at this 4-hour chart, and really we're noticing the bottom of maybe what is called a potential descending triangle. Now, this is kind of one of those situations where we could see price break up or down, in my opinion. It just is. But right now on this 4-hour chart, we are really seeing price action, in my opinion, target this 50 moving average. And it almost looks like we have a little bit of a bull pennant here. We need to go down on a smaller time frame. And this looks to be some sort of bull pennant or bull flag, something like that. So I do think that the short term price action for Bitcoin could potentially be bullish, maybe up to right around this $16,418 level. It appears to me, and this is none of this, folks. I want to make this very clear with you. None of this is financial or trading advice, okay? I do okay at trading. But like I said, I'm not financial advice. And so I think we could be seeing some sort of a move or Elliott wave theory completion to the upside. Let's throw down a little bit of Fibonacci time sequence on this to see if we can get maybe a time frame for a break, something like that. I'm going to go ahead here and drop this from this swing low up to this swing high. I mean, look for something around November 23rd. So tonight around midnight Central Time. Not sure what's going to happen there. We could have a reversal. We could have some increased volatility around that time. But, for the short term of things, I think that's kind of where Bitcoin is going, right up to about that $16,400. If it fails past $16,300-ish, we could also see somewhat of a head and shoulders pattern that develops. Let's move on over to Internet Computer quick, and we'll just take a quick high-level look. $3.72, we're really kind of seeing the same thing play out that I just showed you guys with Bitcoin. Really, that's what we're seeing. Again, we're seeing this Elliott wave theory movement to the upside. Hopefully we can crest somewhere up here. I'm going to be looking for the 127, 161.8-ish. So, I don't know. It'd be nice to see ICP run up to around this $3.81 if it doesn't double top along this $3.75 level on the way. But yeah, we've got a golden star, or a golden cross, on the 15-minute chart. It is what it is. Watch out for this head and shoulders pattern that could strike here. So it is what it is. Sometimes when we see those golden crosses, there's nothing golden about them, and we'll see the market fall out from underneath it. Let's revisit the daily chart. Man, we're seeing some spinning top-ish style candles start to come about. That's always a good thing. People are buying the dip. We know this. Price is sitting at $3.72 roughly at the time of this video. During this daily session, we've seen price drive all the way down to $3.52. We saw the same area yesterday. Seems like people are possibly buying out that area. Still 3 hours, 54 minutes left on the candle to close, but the fact that we're seeing some price action, where we're getting bought up is kind of nice. We could be seeing something like this occur. I'd hope that we can at least see ICP climb up to this 50 moving average somewhere in here. At least give it a good old retest, right? Really, it'd be nice if we could see some sort of inverse head and shoulders like this in the future to come. That would be very important. So if you guys enjoyed this video, I totally appreciate every like that you guys drop. You are the bloodline to this channel. If you want to see ICP grow, help me. I beg you to share the video, hit that like button, leave a comment, even just, what you think the markets are going to do next. It's always interesting to see what other people are thinking. So we'll see you guys all in the next video. Stick around for the end screens and those videos on Origin that I've done in the past. So we'll see you guys all in the next video.